Today we have Gary Smith in the hot seat. Gary is the CEO and co-founder of BioPak, an Aussie company revolutionising the food packaging industry with its sustainable solutions. Gary, thanks for joining us. Good to see you.
Thank you, David. Thank you for having me.
BioPak is leading the evolution of greening of Australia. Tell us how it all started.
Just a couple of guys over a desk, a trestle table. We identified in those days a lot of polystyrene, a lot of plastic packaging. We identified that there was no real end-of-life solutions for packaging, and that's something, David, that lasts literally 5 or 10 minutes in your hands. Yeah. Yet it is on the earth for millions of years.
A noble cause, but it's a massive issue. How did you take those first steps to establishing BioPak?
It was really a 15-year overnight success, as they say. It was really difficult. We had to look for raw materials. We had to develop solutions. And most importantly, we had to find businesses that were prepared to work with us, prepared to trial our products, prepared to look for alternate solutions. And in the beginnings, it was really difficult because big business was really hesitant to look, very hesitant to change. We looked to the consumer. We looked to the man in the street to try and say, where can we lead them in a sustainable pathway to create solutions, to change behaviours.
Okay, so it was basically customers were leading business to change. Was that the most significant sort of driver for your business back then?
100%, if you like, a eureka moment, if you like.
Yeah.
It was really, we knew when we went to big business, cost was the driver. It was all about cost. And also habits. When you've been dealing with the business for 30 years and a new kid on the block walks in, very difficult to change minds. And those were the brick walls we found. And we try to plow them down as hard as possible. So ultimately, we had to find a way around to create that demand, to educate, to really get people, and in small quantities and small volumes, to start the movement. And that absolutely fed up the food chain. It put pressure on corporate. It put pressure on businesses. I think it even put pressure on our competition. The education was what fed up the food chain to create, our business today.
BioPak was one of the first groups to be B Corp certified.
Correct.
How important was that?
I think it was a natural extension of what we did. But to get an international recognition or certification was great because our policy has always been, before being B Corp certified, people, planet, profits. And that's the mantra of being a B Corp business.
Yeah. When you go and pitch to business, how do you pitch to them to say, hey, it's important for you to get on board?
We literally take them through a journey of their product. We show them the benefits of our philosophies over what they do. So it's just an education process. It's just a process of them understanding the impact of everything they're doing.
I love your passion. It's contagious. But if there's one thing a small business owner could do in their organisation today to make a difference, to take that first step, what would you suggest?
We got to think of food, unfortunately, not packaging. We look at food as a emitter. It would be the third largest country, Koshi, after China and America, just the food waste in landfill. So if I was any business, I'd look, how can we push our council? How can we push our local waste companies to say, right, we'll separate our food waste, take it to organic recycling, compost it. We don't need white papers or research papers. We have it at scale. We have stadiums. We have shopping centres. We have the ability to put it in your bins at home in South Australia. And there are other pockets within Australia, not whole states, but elements of different councils and suburbs.
Just finally, the most valuable lesson you've learned on your entrepreneurial journey, what would it be?
Regret and revenge suck in energy and they just halt your momentum. I'd say if something goes wrong in your business, if something upsets you, if something goes, definitely sets you back, forget it. Because it doesn't help spending energy in analysing and being upset about it. In my career, the sooner I forget it, the more I can put all 100% of that energy is how do I build going forward.
That is such great advice that I reckon every business owner can relate to. Gary, it's been so great to chat. Thank you and all the very best with BioPak.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.